Hey guys, we are finally back. It's been a while, and I'll tell you why in case you didn't catch it. Basically, all that happened was I went on vacation with my family. It was a week-long vacation. It was very nice. I'm a little under the weather right now. My voice is a little questionable right now, but I'm not sure if it's just noticeable to me. Hopefully, it's not that annoying. Yeah, I went on vacation, and I could have squeezed in a couple of episodes before I went on vacation, but I decided just to put it all off, take a break from Buffy, and then come back after vacation and get into season 2. The first season came out in the spring of 1997, and you guys let me know that it was taking place of a different show that had gotten canceled, so it only got half a season, it only got 12 episodes worth, but now going into season 2, it is getting what it deserves. It's getting a full 22 episode season. People at the time had a break between season 1 and season 2 with the summer in between. You know, they had their weekly episodes in the spring of 97, and now we are entering fall of 97. I'm curious if you know, what was the fandom like at this point? Was it still pretty under the radar of the show itself, or was season 2 a bit of a exciting time where a lot of people were anticipating it? I'm not sure. All I know is that I'm anticipating it, and I'm very excited to get into it with you guys. We're going to be doing something slightly different going forward with these seasons now that we have 22 episodes per season. Instead of making 22 videos, one per episode, I'm going to be putting 2 episodes into one reaction here on YouTube so that we're still getting 12 videos per season. I will continue to do that end of season recap and rankings video if that's something that you guys enjoyed. If you're interested in following along with my full reactions of the show over on my Patreon, those episodes will still be split into 2 videos. You know, there's nothing changing over on my Patreon other than you'll be getting 2 episodes at once. And maybe because I'm putting 2 reactions into one video, the time between videos might be a little bit longer here on YouTube, but it shouldn't affect them going up on Patreon, I don't think. So it's just a little bit of a change, just so I'm not throwing out so many videos. As we step into season 2 of Buffy, I'll still be continuing the occasional movie reaction. Of course, music reactions, which have suddenly been sprung upon me. I decided, oh, let me dip my toes in the music reaction community. And they found me, so of course I'll be continuing with music reactions as well. But that is not going to deter me from focusing on season 2 of Buffy because I'm so excited for it. Have I said that yet? Did I say that I'm excited for season 2? And I'm not going to really go into too much of a recap or anything because I remember everything very clearly. Oh, look, a bad guy has been on replay in my head. It randomly pops into my head all the time. I don't know why that moment from the finale is just sticking with me. I'm not going to go into too much of a recap on season 1. If you want to check out my thoughts on that, you can go ahead and watch my video where I went through that very thoroughly. Right now, I'm not going to lie, I'm just ready to watch season 2. So let's get right into it. Also, a quick disclaimer before we get into the episode. I just want to say, if you are finding me just now, I want to let you know that I am someone who pauses when I need to, if I want to talk a lot. And sometimes I do talk over the show. It's a reaction, but I think people forget that I have earphones in. And so when I'm talking to you, I can still hear what's being said in the show. You know, it's loud in my ears, even though I'm talking over it on camera and you can't hear the show when I'm talking. I can hear the show. So we're fine. It's okay. Sometimes I miss things just because it's a first watch, but it is very rarely because I'm talking over something and I just completely am not paying attention. That's that. If you hate pausing, if you hate talkers, if you hate predictions, I've seen that too where people are like, stop predicting what's going to happen and just enjoy it. Well, predicting what's going to happen is part of how I enjoy entertainment. So I'm just giving a little disclaimer about how I watch TV. And if it's not how you like to enjoy TV and you don't want to see me enjoy it the way that I enjoy it, it's been fun. Please go find someone else to watch. Here we go. Oh my God. The cemetery. What a way to start off the season.
Okay.
It's a madhouse.
Planet of the Apes.
Can I finish, please?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
House.
Planet of the Apes. Okay, good.
Yeah, I just gotta say that this has been the most boring summer ever.
Yeah, but on the plus side, no monsters or stuff.
I'm just so...
No monsters. Look, I know we closed the Hellmouth, right? But it still is there. I'm very shocked we've not had monsters pop up over the summer. Okay, I just wanted to pause to say Willow looks the exact same to me. It's always curious. Well, I think that the actors are all in their 20s. in this show. It's more with younger teen shows where every season you pick up, like Stranger Things, for example, every season you pick up and the actors look so different because the time has passed and you're aging fast when you're young. So I was like, oh, I wonder if any of them are going to look different. Willow looks the exact same. Xander actually does look a little older to me, which is interesting because it's only been a couple months, right? It's not been like a year and a half between seasons or anything.
I'm actually looking forward to school starting up again.
And that wouldn't have anything to do with a certain girl we both know who is a vampire slayer.
Did she, mention when she might be getting back?
No.
About which I do not care.
I haven't
Stop.
heard from her.
Wait, we're getting so much information. Sorry. Also, I pause too when I'm getting too excited and an information overload is happening, and I'm like, I don't want Xander to be. I was gonna say I don't want Xander to be like still caught up in Buffy and like crushing on her and being obsessed with her and everything, because we had such a nice scene between, not exactly nice, but we had that open shut case scene between them in the finale where he came clean, told her his feelings, and she shut him down, and he was like, that hurts, okay, and that was that. And so I was kind of hoping like, okay, we can just move past that because she's not into you, we can move on. So I don't want to see him like still being obsessed with her, but also I guess I can't be mad about it because it's just realistic, isn't it? Just because someone says, especially when you're a teenager, just because someone says, well, I'm not into you, it's not going to make the crush just be like, okay, bye, done. Like when you're a teenager, and a crush is no joke. So I can't be mad that he's still into her, but where has she been? They've not heard from her?
I got a couple postcards when she went to LA, but then like nothing.
Well,
With her
she's
dad?
probably with her dad having a good time. I got a movie for you.
Xander, my nose is cold.
Let me get that for you.
Xander!
Oh my god.
Sorry, I can't help myself. Your nose looks so tasty.
Interesting. Wait, interesting. What's up? I'm not getting my hopes up. What is that? What's happening? Not the piano music. Don't get my hopes up, you guys. What's that? What's that? Oh my goodness. Is that Buffy?
Hi, guys.
The haircut. What a comeback.
Miss me?
I have missed you. It's been like 2 weeks in my time, but I have missed her so much. What was that moment between Xander and Willow? Some people really were like judging me for shipping them, but all I can say is I'm a sucker for a childhood friends to lovers trope. There's so much history and complicated details and emotions that can go into that. I am excited. I'm hesitant, but I'm excited that they put that in there between them. We didn't get any moments like that in season 1. For a second too, oh, Angel in the main credits. For a second too, I was like, has this been happening between them all summer? Like there seemed to be a sense of familiarity between them and comfortableness when that was happening. I was like, is this a first time thing between them, or has this kind of been happening throughout the summer, and are they kind of feeling each other out? But I don't think it's that. I think that was like a one-time thing that just happened between them, and now Buffy came in and Xander's probably going to be like, ooh, Buffy, and it's probably going to be, nothing's going to come to fruition, I don't think. I think they just were teasing me.
Buffy!
Hey.
Hey!
Good
Hey,
timing.
Man, your timing really doesn't suck, huh?
Does either of you even have a cross? Very sloppy.
Well, it's been a slow summer. I mean, that's the first vampire we've seen since you killed the master.
That's actually
Like we
crazy.
knew I was coming back.
Exactly.
Our summer was kind of yawn-worthy. Our biggest excitement was burying the master.
That's right, you missed it. Right up by that tree. And we poured holy water, and we got to wear robes.
Very intense. You should have been.
Have you seen Giles?
Same at school.
Man, I'm really glad you're back.
Me too.
I haven't been able to get through to her for so long. I'll just be happy if she makes it through the school year.
There are children everywhere, like locusts, crawling around, mindlessly bent on feeding and mating, destroying everything in sight in their relentless, pointless desire to exist.
I do enjoy these pep talks.
Every time a pretty girl walks by, every boy turns into a gibbering fool.
Calendar.
What's calendar? Well, hello.
See the way these kids gaze at each other? Oh, meanie. Think they're thinking about learning?
Were you headed to the faculty room?
Sounds like fun.
Might as well be talking to myself.
That was such a perfect scene. Can we talk about how that was such a perfect scene? Him talking about how teenagers are this, and the whole time Giles is behind him being this, and this, you know? I love that he too, like, he made the joke of like, I feel like I'm talking to myself when he literally is. But I like that he didn't turn around, because that would have been too much. It would have pushed the joke too far to him be like, where did he go? No. That was a perfect scene.
We got vampires? I thought the Hellmouth was closed.
Well, it's closed, but not gone. The mystical energy that emanates from it is still concentrated in this area.
They're still the undead's favorite party town.
Except in the summer.
I must consult my books.
Oh, 8 minutes and 33 seconds. Pay up. I called 10 minutes before you to consult your books about something. Thank you.
A little meta. Love a little meta sprinkling.
When you're ready, I think we should start your training again.
I'm ready. I'll see you after school.
That's so weird.
I understand if you want a few days to...
I'm ready.
Of course, I was very interested to see, because a lot happened to Buffy in the finale of season 1, so I was eager to see how it would affect her going into season 2, and I don't know, the way season 1 ended, it seemed like she was like, all right, let's do it, and she was like positive and confident in herself and everything, and then at the beginning of this episode, they're talking about her being distant, and I'm like, oh, she doesn't want to do this, she's back to like, that was great, but now she had the summer off. She's like, oh, I really miss, you know, she got the reminder of what normal life is like this summer, and she doesn't want to come back to this again. But this is an interesting line that they're balancing her on, where she is confident. I can tell she is not scared. She is confident, but she's, distant is the best word for it. She's just completely unattached emotionally to the job at this point. And I feel like she is missing even a healthy level of fear that she probably should have that could keep her safe at times. I don't know. I'm worried about Buffy. I am. Oh, training montage.
Buffy!
Whatever they got coming next, I'm ready.
Looks like she's like on steroids. Oh my god. What is this? Okay, what is this
We have
now?
lost our way. We will put our faith in him. He will show us the way.
I thought we really were going to be starting new with all these villains. And I can't say I'm happy that this little kid is still here. Maybe he'll be cooler this season. I really had a lot of hope in him last season because the reveal of him being the anointed one and being a kid, I don't know, I think that's cool and that's fun because it's just unexpected and a little kid can get away with more than what like an intimidating looking adult can. So I was like, wow, a little kid as a villain, that's so cool. But then at the end of the season, when it came down to the finale, he was just like, hey, Buffy, let's go. And then he led her where he needed to. And then that was it. That was his job fulfilled. And I was like, kind of lame. But now he's back. I'm interested to see what they do with him. What? 3 days? Okay, we got a new like little, I know they're not called a coven. Witches are covens. Clan? I don't know, group of vampires. We got another group of vampires. 3 days. And they're putting all their faith in the Anointed One again. How did they find him? Did the Anointed One find them? I don't know about this one, guys. I don't know. I'm kind of hoping we kill off the Anointed soon. Unless he gets more interesting. He could. Giles understands in practice, and her friends have no idea how to relate. But Angel's lived it. He's lived these traumatizing situations. And I'm sure seen much worse. So he actually would be a good person, I think, for her to open up to.
Oh, look, it's the Three Musketeers.
Is that an insult?
So, did you guys fight any demons this summer?
Yes, our own personal demons.
What are you guys talking about? I'm talking about big, squiggly demons that came from the ground.
Yes! She remembers. Her mind didn't rationalize it away. Thank the Lord we have Cordelia in on all this stuff for season 2 because I love Cordelia's character. Not Cordelia. Cordelia is mean. She's so entertaining. I love her as a character. I think we're going to be diving deeper into her character, you know, now that I know for sure that she is in on the demon slaying and vampire slaying. I think that gives us more room to learn her character, learn her background, make me feel for her more. You know, we got a little glimpse into her background in season 1, or I shouldn't say into her background. We don't know much about her background. I would say more of a glimpse into her vulnerability and different sides of her in season 1, but only a glimpse. And I want more, so this is very exciting.
Prom night? With all the vampires.
Cordelia, your mouth is open. Sound is coming from it. This is never good.
Don't tell her she's crazy.
See, we can't mention that stuff in front of other people.
Oh, okay. I thought they were going to try to gaslight her. Oh, the bronze. Why do I feel like I've literally been away so long? It's only been 2 weeks, and I'm like, oh, I missed the bronze.
Any sign of her? She said she was coming.
No. The band's cool, though.
Yeah, cool.
Oh, Willow. Oh, Willow.
You got something on your nose.
Oh, Xander. They're really just gonna go on pretending that little moment didn't happen between them. Don't tell me the Master's coming back. Don't tell me. I don't want him back. No. I knew this was gonna be an issue, because he's a skeleton, right? They can probably...
The ground is consecrated.
I didn't know this was going to be a problem, but I did initially think when we saw his skeleton there, like that was the last shot of the finale, right? When we saw his skeleton there, I was like, why is it a skeleton? I would be more comfortable if he just vanished into nothing, because then I'm like, okay, you can't bring back nothing. But then people in the comments were like, oh, I'm sure it's just because he's so powerful and old. And I was like, oh, okay, maybe I shouldn't think too hard on it. Maybe I should have, because now what are they going to do with this skeleton? I hope not bring him back. I hope not.
Could you contemplate getting over yourself for a second?
She is so much meaner. No.
Hey.
It's sad to see her like that, because my favorite thing about her, season 1, is just how kind she is to everybody, no matter what.
Let's dance.
Buffy.
Okay.
What is happening? This looks so cool, but what are you doing? Is he realizing this is not normal?
Did I ever thank you for saving my life?
No.
Don't you wish I would?
What are you thinking?
Buffy,
Is that Cordelia?
you're really campaigning for Bitch of the Year, aren't you?
As defending champion, you're nervous?
No, because Cordelia is the one person who can talk her out of this.
I'm gonna give you some advice.
Please do.
Get over it.
Excuse me?
Whatever's causing the Joan Collins tude, deal with it. I'll just see if Angel feels like dancing.
Miss Calendar?
Oh my goodness. Gone?
She's possessed.
Possessed.
That's the only explanation that makes any sense.
I don't think so, but it does seem like it.
Are we overlooking the idea that she may be very attracted to me?
Yeah, we are.
She's possessed.
The explanation for her behavior may be something, well, more mundane.
It's called coping.
What would somebody want with master bones?
A trophy? Horrible conversation piece?
You're gonna bring him back.
That's what I'm afraid of.
There's some things I can just smell. It's like a sixth sense.
No, actually, that would be one of the 5. To revive the vampire, they need his bones and the blood, this is very unclear, of the closest person, someone connected to the vampire.
The
That'd be
anointed?
me.
Oh. Oh.
Perhaps.
Is there anything on when the ceremony might take?
Come to the bronze before it opens, or we make her a meal.
They're gonna cook her dinner?
I can handle this.
Stop saying that. God, what's wrong with you?
Cordelia may be dead.
This is my fight.
Classic. You know, quick, this isn't really a spoiler, but I'm going to talk Harry Potter for like 15 seconds. This reminds me of the end of Harry Potter, where Harry Potter's like, no, I got to do this. I'd say it happened, I can't remember where in the books it happened. The last couple books, he had this real thing about not bringing anyone else down with him. He felt like he was like the cursed one. He was the one who had to deal with all the fallout, deal with everything, and he wanted to carry it all on his shoulders. And I feel like that's like part of the hero complex in general. I feel like a lot of the hero complex, people talk about the extreme arrogance that can come with it about being the hero, but I don't know, I think there's a darker side to it where it's like their extreme reluctance to allow others to carry any type of weight for fear that they won't be able to handle it. That's what she's struggling with right now, which is nice to see, honestly, because it shows that she still really cares about them, even though she might not be acting like it in her traditional sense.
Why are you riding me?
Because I don't trust you. You're a vampire. Oh, I'm sorry. Is that an offensive term? Should I say undead American?
You have to trust someone.
Think you can take me?
Oh.
What?
Kick my ass.
Did anyone notice the calendar's missing? Giles, get your girl. Ew. No, it's a fake.
Cordelia couldn't make it.
Where is she?
I'm not supposed to tell.
There's the bait. Where's the hook?
Why would they send just one?
I still think we should have gone.
Why do we cut back to them?
Buffy's
They're not going
about
to
to
attack
lose it. I think we should
them.
be trying to reach minimum safe distance.
It is a trap. Just isn't for her.
Xander! What happened?
Vampires. The ones you could handle yourself. If you'd worked with us for 5 seconds, you could have stopped this.
It's a little harsh.
Where are they? You're too late. Your friends are dead. What are you gonna do? Kill me?
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, since I'm not gonna kill you anytime soon, the question becomes, how are we gonna pass the time till then? So, one more time.
Oh my god. Ew. Oh my god.
For the dark. For the dark.
For the...
See the last.
Your day
Oh
is
no.
done, girl. I'll grind you into a sticky paste.
She did that so casually. She did that so she was like slowly like, this'll do. Where's the anointed one though? But where's the anointed one? Because he can just continue gathering followers, more followers, more followers. Yeah. And we gotta grind up those bones into a paste. Go for it, girl. Oh, the soft piano music over it.
I mean, you can dry clean till Judgment Day. You are living with those stains.
Yeah, that's the worst part of being hung upside down by a vampire who wants to slit your throat.
No, I get what she's saying though.
You acted wrongly, I admit that. But believe me, that was hardly the worst mistake you'll ever make. It wasn't quite as comforting as it was meant to be.
Yeah.
Well, points for effort.
Is it apology time? Not for putting them in danger, but for being mean.
There's a rumor going around that Mr. Cox is the most boring teacher in the entire world.
Well, I hear he nods off a lot, so that's a plus.
So we bronzing it tonight?
Wednesday's kind of beat.
Well, we could grind our enemies into talcum powder with a sledgehammer, but gosh, we did that last night.
They're just the perfect friends. They have their I was gonna say they have their moments, but Willow's kind of always perfect. Xander has his moments, but when it comes down to it, he knows how to read a room. And I love that they're like, you don't even have to say anything, we get it. Let's keep going. That's cute. What's not cute is the fact that we didn't address the anointed one. Oh my god, I thought that was going to be the end of the episode. Don't tell me.
I hate that girl.
That's funny. I thought it was going to show him like being able to somehow magically put all the pieces back together and form the skeleton again. I was going to be like, please no. But no, that was actually a funny ending. I think that was a really strong season opener. I think it had a good balance about feeling like a continuation from season 1, and then also having some different elements that made it very clear that this is also a new season at the same time. Okay, so Buffy spent the summer with her dad. Interesting. I wonder if that's going to be a recurring thing. I was wondering, we didn't see much of her dad in the first season. I'm trying to decide whether he's a good dad or not, given that he's away. We just don't get to see much interaction there, but the fact that she is spending summers with him is at least something and makes me believe that we will continue to see more of him. So they buried the master. That was an interesting choice. I feel like I would have just cut up those pieces, smashed those pieces to bits right away, put them through a wood chipper, sawdusted them down to dust. I don't know. Burying them with a little fun little let's make the dirt burn type of ritual. I hope we learned our lesson there and we'll be a little bit more diligent in the future. I'm going to say it's safe to say that this episode was the real end of the vampire master, or of the master, not the vampire master. See, part of me is like, why did they have to bring it back? Like this, will he rise again type of thing for one episode and then be like, just kidding, he's not going to rise again. Like that. At first I was like, I don't know if I like that, but I think it is necessary and a good way to show the real issue of this episode, which is how the last season and the finale affected Buffy, and the fear that she has that he might come back, and the fear that she has of not being able to protect everyone every single time, even though she's putting on this front now where she's like so confident. I like that at the beginning of the episode I was like, and actually in the finale of the last episode I was like, is she really this confident? Like, is this real confidence all of a sudden? This is crazy. And I think to a point it is. I think she has gained confidence, but she's definitely not as confident as she is trying to appear to be, which I appreciate because I just don't think that's realistic for her character at this point. I think she's still very fragile and vulnerable, if not more so this season than the last season, given everything that she's been through. I like that we kind of got a full arc of Buffy within this episode because I don't know how much longer I could have handled her acting the way that she was. I think we saw just enough of it to know that, it's been affecting her all summer. She has been thoroughly changed by the events of the last season, as anyone would be, and I'm happy that we kind of not exactly resolved those emotions and that type of coping within her. I don't think anyone is ever completely resolved. That's what I like about this show, is that the characters feel real and they're not storybook characters. I like that the show wrapped it up by her kind of like coming to her senses, realizing she can't be the one to protect everyone all the time. She can't just turn her emotions off or act like someone she's not to make things easier for herself. None of that is a long-term solution, and I feel like she came to that conclusion within this one episode, which I'm really happy about. Angel is back. He is back, and he was in a lot of this episode, actually. He seems to be keeping an eye on Buffy. He cares for her. He cares for the safety of her and the town, but probably mostly her. He is the one who tipped her off about the Anointed One. I didn't see that coming. I should have, because he's the one villain I think that made it through the last season without actually being killed. But I thought he was more of a vessel than anything, so I was like, maybe he'll just go into a little purgatory life where he just is. I thought that because I thought the Anointed One was used as a vessel by the Master, so I thought maybe if we see the Anointed One again, it's going to be because a different villain took advantage of being able to use him, but it seems like the Anointed One is like the villain now, which I'm not sure if he can carry that, if I'm being honest. I'm not sure. He did deliver a funny little line at the end of the episode. I like how dry he is. He's like the shell of a child, which is really funny to watch, and I think that they can make that really entertaining, and I hope they do if they continue with him being a main villain. I think it was cool actually to see Cordelia snap her fingers at Buffy and just be like, hey, whatever you're not able to get past, whatever is making you act this way, like, just get over it. And I think that gave us a really big insight into who Cordelia is. I think Cordelia has some dark stuff in her past. Anyone with that much of a defensive nature, as Cordelia does have, has probably been through some stuff. I'm not saying that she has been through the worst of the worst. She seems to live a privileged life, but I'm just saying that I think for her to be able to bounce back the way that she does, you know, Cordelia accepted the fact that there are vampires and monsters, and she doesn't, I shouldn't say she's not affected by it, but she's very good at appearing as if she's not affected by it. Like, she was very casually bringing it up to them and being like, so, did you slay any more monsters? Like, she just acts like everything is fine. I think that's a big piece of her character that we're going to get into in this season, where she knows how to put up a front like no other, I think. And she acts like anything can be thrown at her and it'll just ricochet right off. And she is just impenetrable when it comes to attacks, emotional attacks, and mean girls and guys and everything emotion-wise. I think that Cordelia's, I don't want to say strong, because I don't think that she is emotionally mature. I think that she is just a master at disguising and hiding her emotions. I think I'm going to leave it there. Poor Xander kind of got played by Buffy a little. Like I said, I'm happy we're done with that. I don't know what that was between Xander and Willow at the beginning of the episode, but I will not forget it anytime soon, although I think he will and has. We have a lot of romances and messy romance being introduced in this episode. We obviously have something stewing between Calendar and Giles, which there were little seeds of that in the first season, but they went pretty hard into it in the beginning of this episode. And I really like that scene where Xander and Buffy were dancing and Angel was watching and Willow was watching, so it's reminding us, you know, where everyone's hearts lie. And how messy and unrequited everything is. I'm going to leave it at that. We are going to get right into episode 2, which is titled Some Assembly Required. I feel like there was a title in the last, The Invisible Girl. I forget what the title was, but the one with the Invisible Girl, I made a pretty good guess about where the episode was going to go based on the title, so maybe it'll be fun to do that some more. Some Assembly Required. Imagine if I'm thinking Barbie. Barbie's on my mind because of the movie coming out in July. What if we get into life-size Barbie territory in this episode? That was the worst guess I think I've ever thrown out there. Let's watch it. I'm in the graveyard again.
Come on, Stefan, rise and shine.
Hey, is this a bad time?
Are you crazy? You don't just sneak up on people in a graveyard. Make noise when you walk. You stomp or yodel.
I saw someone yodeling in a graveyard.
He doesn't want to come out and play.
I just thought you'd have somebody with you. Xander or someone.
Xander.
Or someone.
Are you jealous?
Oh, Xander? Please. He's just a kid.
Is it because I dance with him?
Whenever we fight, you always bring up the vampire.
Well, I didn't come here to fight. Oh, right, I did.
Now, Angel, that was such a distraction. That was dangerous.
What do you mean he's just a kid? Does that mean I'm just a kid too?
Yeah.
It takes more than that to get rid of me.
Ooh. Cinderella.
She was dragged from it.
Oh my god.
A social engagement.
He's practicing.
A date, if you're amenable.
Asking Calendar on a date.
Being called an idiot tends to take people out of the dating mood.
It actually kind of turns me on.
I fear you. You just say, hey, I got a thing, you maybe have a thing, maybe we could have a thing.
Well, thank you, Cyrano.
So this chairwoman, we are talking Miss Calendar, right?
Yep.
What makes you think that?
Simple deduction.
She's the only woman we've actually ever seen speak to you. Add it up, it all spells duh.
Oh my god, I think she is.
No, this one was dug up and the body was taken out.
Grave robbing?
I know you meant to say gross and disturbing.
Yes,
no, we're gonna assembly required. Someone's gonna be grave robbing. What's the purpose though? Like Frankenstein, I think we're going this episode, which is a slightly less glamorous Barbie. Okay, so maybe there's gonna be a bunch of grave robbing happen, and different parts of people are gonna be meshed together into a little Frankenstein thing. I'm trying to think why though. Like why different parts of. We'll find out.
It's not fair that they're making participation in this year's science fair mandatory. I don't think anyone should have to do anything educational in school if they don't want to.
Sorry to interrupt, Willow, but it's the bat signal.
Okay, sure. See you later, Chris. Thanks for the tip.
Was that a little bit of slight tension in the air between Willow and Chris?
You know, she'd be just perfect for us.
Don't be an idiot. She's alive.
Oh. Never mind.
I would have asked Chris to help me, but then that would have brought back too many.
Are they trying to make, because he said like Cordelia's hot or something and she would be good? And he's like, oh, she's alive. Are they, and Meredith, I mean, was a girl their age. So are they like trying to make the perfect girl in their eyes out of dead girl corpses? That's messed up if that's what's happening.
Hello, can we deal with my pain, please?
There.
Look at, you guys, look at this. Look at this. Cordelia's in the group doing research about what weird stuff is going on. My dreams are coming true.
Boy, I wish I knew you were going to be digging up dead people sooner. I would have canceled.
All right, but if you come across the army of zombies, can you pay just before they eat your flesh?
Zombies don't eat the flesh of the living.
Yeah, I knew that.
Do they not? What do zombies eat?
He was acting all jealous and he wouldn't even admit it.
Jealous of what?
Of Xander.
Because you did that sexy dance with him?
Am I ever gonna live that down?
No.
I was raised to believe that men dig up the corpses and that women have the babies.
Daryl Epps, Chris's older brother. He was a big football star. All-state 2 years ago. He died. Rock climbing or something, he fell.
Man, that's lousy.
Chris has been real quiet. Kind
Chris
of in
killed
his own
him.
world. I heard their mother doesn't even leave the house anymore.
I think we're there.
Why doesn't their mom leave the house? Are they gonna kill Cordelia because they want her corpse? Well, they're not gonna actually kill her. Try to kill her.
Hello?
Is anybody there? Oh.
Cordelia, this is the last place I expected you to hang
Okay,
out.
what are you doing here? Is he watching after?
God, it's you. Why were you following?
What if something happens between them?
I wasn't sure it was you at first. I'm looking for Buffy.
Buffy?
Never mind.
There.
In the dumpster?
Cordelia told me the truth.
That's got to be a first.
As long as you're here, perhaps you could be of some help.
Why are these terrible things always happening to me?
Karma! What student here is going to be that well-versed
Yeah.
in physiology?
Yeah.
I can think of 5 or 6 guys in the science club.
Oh.
And me.
Come clean. Promise to never do it again. Don't call it a night.
I have to take a bath and burn my clothes.
You have to go? Aw, too bad. Keep in touch. Bye-bye.
Okay,
I don't wanna
Xander.
go
Oh my
alone.
god. You know what? People have been going back and forth about like how, not really back and forth, but I've seen a lot of comments where people are like, no, Xander's annoying. I don't like Xander, blah, blah, blah. And I didn't find him that annoying. I think he is pretty funny a lot of the time. But this is the first time where I'm like, okay, Xander, shut up. This is the first time where I'm like, this is like, stop. Like, seriously, stop. Because Cordelia has not said one mean thing this whole time, this whole episode. I get that they have history and like Cordelia is a mean girl and she's probably said lots of mean things to him and he has a grudge on her because everyone as a teenager has grudges on everyone. And it's not like Cordelia has turned into little Miss Nice Girl all of a sudden either. But right now in this situation, something serious is happening. Something scary went down. Cordelia's scared. She hasn't been mean. She's been just telling you what happened. And you're like, you suck, you suck, you suck under your breath the whole time. Now is not the time, Xander.
Can you take me?
The mom is alive. Thought there was going to be something weird about her not leaving the house and she's actually dead or something.
Ooh, I haven't read this one.
Ooh, what is this
Something
lighting?
remarkable here.
Guys.
I think it's fair to say Chris is involved.
He's in a corpse, all right, but we still don't know why.
What can
make me feel this way, my girl?
My girl.
Talking about my girl.
My girl. What are they gonna sell her? Oh my god. So they're just gonna kill girls and then use their parts? I'm so excited for this.
Miss Calendar.
Oh, no, please, call me Jenny. Ms. Calendar's my father.
What I'm proposing is...
I gotta go. Sorry.
He'll get there, he'll get there.
Listen, if it's important, why don't you just tell me at the game?
Games?
You're going too, right?
He is now.
So
Oh,
we
this
should
is so
just go
cute.
together. Look, I could pick you up after school and we'll grab a bite to eat on the way if you like.
Okay. Tonight, then.
She's so smooth. I can't even tell. Does she realize what she just did, or was she just being nice? I think she knows. I think she knows.
Apparently, they found 3 heads in the dumpster.
They only had 3 girls.
Precisely.
So they don't have the whole package?
Heads must be no good. I found them attractive enough. Well, obviously, I'm not as sick as Chris and Eric.
We can't just keep waiting around for another lucky accident to drop a head in our laps.
Gotta kill someone.
You know what we have to do? I can't kill anyone.
Well, it's good to know he has some boundaries.
I can't do that.
His mom?
Please
Ooh.
don't make me.
But you gave me your word. You promised me, little brother, that I wouldn't be alone.
Oh, that is a good twist.
I need someone.
He just needs a little zombie girlfriend.
Please don't ask me to do this. My girl. My girl.
I checked the orbits.
Kind of feel
Nothing
bad
that
for
would make
Chris.
a likely candidate.
Eric, no sympathy. What's your deal?
I'm a friend of Chris's. I kind of need to talk to him. Do you know if he's home?
Okay.
So, is he home?
Westbury game. November 17th, 95. Daryl rushed 185 yards that night, 4 TDs.
She's rewatching her son's games. That is sad. Why? Someone's there. Someone's there. Daryl? That's the scariest thing ever. Finding pictures of yourself somewhere. Well, I knew it. He was gonna kill her, because he just wants a head at this point.
What are you doing in here?
He's gonna try to strangle her.
Is something wrong?
Yeah. Uh-huh, exactly.
Oh my god, Buffy. Oh my god, it's time for the cheerleader pyramid at midfield. I've gotta go. What, are you sure you're okay to go out there? Yeah, you don't understand. I have to go. I'm the apex.
Someone just attempted to murder her. She's like, I gotta get on that pyramid.
He needs someone.
Who, Eric? He needs industrial strength therapy.
He always looked out for me.
Who are you talking? Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
You promised me!
Oh my god. Daryl is so annoying.
We can still do this.
A nation that prides itself on its virility should feel compelled to strap on 40 pounds of protective gear just in order to play rugby.
Such a normal strategy for a first date?
Did you just say a date?
You noticed that, huh?
Hi, Miss Calendar. Hi, Giles.
So what's the score?
Don't crash the date. Oh man. Wasn't I just saying how they knew how to read a room? Oh, okay. He's just under the bleachers. Thought he was gonna dress up in one of the football uniforms. Sad boy montage, remembering his golden years. No, that actually is sad. I'm just not empathetic because he's trying to kill girls so he can have a girlfriend. But I guess it would be sad to see, you know, everyone getting to live the life you once lived and was robbed of you. No. He's gonna pull her right under.
It's bad luck for the groom to see the bride before the wedding.
Please, just take off the blindfold. I promise I won't scream.
We're ready.
Ready? Ready for what?
You're gonna feel a little pinch.
You won't go out. You won't run away. We can hide together.
No! No!
Okay, cue Buffy. Yep. Oh man. There it goes. Oh my god.
Be together always. No.
Alright, bye, Daryl. Little weirdo. You know what? I don't want to say I get it, but I get it. You might become desperate if you become something like Daryl. Do some crazy things.
Good rule of thumb for a first date is don't do anything so exciting that it'll be hard to top on the second date.
The events of this evening actually qualify as a slow night.
Literally, like, you got lots of fun dates ahead if this one is exciting.
Second date.
Yes, she
You
did.
noticed that, huh?
What you did in there was really brave and heroic, and I just wanted to tell you if there was anything I could ever do to...
Do you mind? We're talking here. So where were we?
Wondering why we never did
Xander.
dates.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so why do you think that is?
He did do it all for his brother.
Sounds like he took it a little over the edge.
A little bit.
Love makes you do the wacky.
Crazy, like a 241-year-old being jealous of a high school junior.
Are you
Yeah.
fessing up?
He gets to see you in the sunlight.
I don't look that good in direct light. I should probably go.
Yes. Goodbye, Daryl. Again. All right, Eric and Chris. I was intrigued by Chris's motive and character in general, and it gave me the familiar feeling of wanting to see him again. But then I'm not sure what we're gonna see in season 2 versus season 1. I don't think we're gonna see Chris again. It made me wonder, like, pretty much all new characters that were introduced in an episode we never saw again when it came to season 1, and that's something that I would like to change a little bit going forward. I'm not saying every new character needs to stick around because that would be impossible to keep up with, but it would be cool here and there to introduce more longer running characters. I don't know, I thought I felt something between Chris and Willow, so I was like, maybe that might take off, but I don't think that's going to happen. I don't think so. Grave robbers making the... I thought that the beginning of the episode, I thought it was going to be even more sinister than it was, and I thought that these two guys were just making the perfect girl to be able to have between themselves in their downtime. And then the twist that he actually brought his brother back, and his brother was lonely because he's just a zombie hiding out, and he wanted he wanted connection again. And so they were making this zombie girl for him. That was a fun twist, and it made a lot of sense. It was one of those situations where I kind of felt for the villains. Not Eric. Eric was a weirdo. Eric had no reason to be acting like that. But Daryl, I can understand, especially when he mentions, like, he said I shouldn't have brought him back. So Daryl, like, knew he shouldn't be back, but then he was, and then it kind of sucked because you're just a zombie hiding out. And then he's like, okay, well, if I'm going to be back, I want to have a friend or a girlfriend. So Chris tried to give him that. And Eric, seriously, Eric, why were you what were you thinking? Why were you like that? Just excited to make zombie girls and kill girls? Eric, what even happened with Eric? We didn't even see anything happen with Eric. Daryl died. Chris is not dead. And I think Eric is just still around, is he not? And then the other big character development of this episode was Giles and Calendar going on a little date. It was definitely not a conventional date, but I don't think they'll ever have a conventional date. I'm here for them. I think they make sense. I think, like, personality-wise, they balance each other out a lot. It's hard, I'm sure, to come by people who are aware and involved in the supernatural world, so it's not like he has to feel like he has to give things up or put her in danger. She's in it already, so I think they're a good matchup, and I could literally see them getting together and staying together for the entire series. It was cool to see them, blossom a little in this episode, and I think what I really like about her is that she knows when she needs to kind of pick up where he's unable to. She knows when she needs to be the one to be, not the aggressor, the initiator. I think that their relationship is starting off as very promising, and I'm excited to see that. Xander annoyed me a little bit in this episode. Cordelia surprisingly didn't at all. I mean, Cordelia never really annoys me, but she is always very mean. She was nice, and Xander just kind of like became the mean one of this episode. I thought a lot of his jokes were just kind of like unnecessary jabs in this one. So I'm gonna keep an eye on Xander. You better watch out, Xander. You're walking a thin line right now. You're on thin ice with me when it comes to your humor. You gotta pull it back just a little bit, read the room just a little bit more, because if Cordelia is going to be in this group, I cannot just have it be him making mean jabs at her over and over and that becoming his humor, because he's so much funnier than that. So yeah, those were the first 2 episodes of season 2. Very good episodes. Totally unsure where they might end up falling on my season 2 ranking, but I think it is a promising start. I just want to look. The next 2 episodes are called School Hard and Inca Mommy Girl. Mommy. That's cute. Thank you so much for joining me for season 2, and I will see you guys next time.